Da, da, ba. Perfect. Unknown rule, add apply. Well, that is some LSP garbo because we've got this. So now that we have that, I think this is going to give us dark mode and everything. See, now we got a dark class. And layers are cool. I don't really know CSS layers, but I know it is a great feature. All right. So I'm not seeing anything as a result of the dark class, which is very odd. Because the background color is color background. Yeah, do we have a dark class anywhere? Oh my god, I can't type. All right, where's our dark class? This was working. Heck. I'm just going nuclear. 1 second. Oh, come on. Don't we have our... Wait, what? What's going on? So we have our dark. It's right here. Is the problem that we're using layers? Because this doesn't make any sense. Why is Stream Elements saying I'm live now? I've noticed those are really delayed notifications. Did Ben press the kill button? Maybe. I'm not sure. It went quiet here? What happened? Oh, y'all buffered? Oh, I don't know why. I hope that was a while back. Wait, I went offline? Did we lose viewers? What happened? Wait, how did we lose our stream? We're streaming now, right? People are there. Oh, but Stream Elements said we're live. Oh, did we lose the stream? Did everyone get kicked? Yeah, stream went offline for about 10 seconds. Why? That's terrible. All right. Well, that's what I get for using a MacBook Air. I've had such good luck this past year. That's the first stream outage we've had in a long time. Dang, that's really disappointing. All right, so can someone just tell me, is my viewer count at 0 now? Did we actually lose everyone? Be honest. Right now, we're just debugging why we don't have a dark mode, but we were hoping to get one. Oh, man, where is it? Yes? Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope some people refresh their page. You might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Not really. 46 on my end? What does 46 mean? Well, where's my dang dark mode? We had this working, and now we don't. Is it because it's in this stupid layer? Let me find out. It is because it's in the stupid layer. Weird. But we do also have body apply, BG background, text foreground. Interesting. Okay, so because we used a layer, it just didn't work. Weird, right? I mean, I can avoid using a layer, I guess, but that just feels very wrong to me. Ah, this was working before. What? Yeah, I don't want to break the whole system because this is going to cause conflicts, I think. You have to be really careful with that. Well, I'm not sure. I'm also realizing that NeoVim is probably going to slow us down. So I'm going to be a little bit awkward, and I'm going to switch to VS Code here and just deal with not having prettier. Is that all right? Because I do want to get some stuff done. I'm trying to be at least a little bit smart. But let me jump into the repository that we started. It's actually in Sandbox. Astro soundboard. There we are. Yeah, let me be at least a little bit smart. Why no prettier? I'd love to know. My tooling broke, and we haven't fixed it, and I'm not letting the chat figure out why. As much as I would love to... Oh my god, it came back. It, oh, what? It's back. It's back. Prettier's back. We did what? It's so over. We're so back. We're so back. It was so over and we're so back. So, bad news. I think it's because I installed an old version of Prettier. Yeah, if you look at my package, I am using... If you look at my package, we're using... where is it? No, Prettier's not installed in here. Ooh, is it because I manually installed Prettier? Does that break it? Because that's garbage. Weird. Okay, I think it's because I manually installed Prettier. Huh. But I tried another project and I still had broken styles. So yeah, okay. All right, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, we're on 2.8. And that fixed it, which isn't good. You want to use 3.0. Interesting. All right, I'm running on an older version of Prettier, and that's fixing it. If I use 3.0, I'm not having a good time. That's not supposed to happen. Astro is supposed to work with Prettier 3, but for whatever reason, it does not work with Prettier 3. That's not good. I'm just going to ignore that because we did get it back. But note to self, if people have issues, tell them to try an older version of Prettier. Because that could be it. Yeah, we're switching back to VS Code. Or to switch to Rome. No. We actually poached an employee from Rome to work on Astro. I don't think I would. I don't know about Rome, man. I don't know about Rome. Do not know about it. Okay, so we got Hello Astro, but we would like to have an entire app. There's some progress to be made. So let's start by building a form, because that's where all projects go to die. So we're going to have boards as a route. We're going to have create or new. And then we're going to have our index set of boards, perhaps. So a board is a soundboard, obviously. Liam Gold, welcome in. Welcome in, sir. And yeah, we still don't have... My auto imports haven't worked since the Great War of language tooling. Does anyone get autocomplete anymore? Does anyone even get that? Because I haven't gotten autocomplete for my dang imports in a long time, and I don't know what happened. We praise our language tools, but we also hate on them. So yeah, we also have this, and this isn't working either. Why isn't that working? What? What is going on? Why are the Astro language tools just completely disappointing me? This is... No, I have tsconfig right here that says this should work. Don't even. Upgrade Astro plugin. I did. I can do all sorts of things, but they're all done already. Here, we're on 2.3. That's the latest, according to this. There's nothing to do. Restart Astro? I can. I just opened VS Code. I haven't even done anything. But there isn't even a restart Astro, by the way. That doesn't exist. But yeah, see? Doesn't work. What? Restart extension host is what I always do when I can't figure it out. Did that work? Oh my god, that actually worked. All right, well, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, please help me. I think it's because it's called main layout that it conflicts with something. I don't know. Oy, I've done nothing but complain. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy building websites. All right, let's enjoy it. So we're going to say this one is an H1. Yeah. New board. And this is where we're going to have our interface. This is going to okay, low fidelity, right? Low fidelity. Just, you can upload one sound and we're going to store that sound on the server. Low fidelity, that's what we want to do. Let's do it. Input type equals file. We could go even lower fidelity and just store a link to an MP3 file. Could we also use upload thing? Double checking. Could I use this to store audio files? Are there any upload fans that know if I can store some audio files with this? Would be kind of sick. Are you going to use Astro endpoints? I absolutely am. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be great. It's because the Astro depends on Volar. That's why you can't restart it directly, but you can restart Volar, which works most of the time. Good to know. Yeah, and there's no setup for Astro, but I think I've done it before. Actually, I haven't done it before. Yeah, I don't know if I could actually use this to upload a file. To upload a thing, as the kids say. I'm not sure. But let me double check something else. SQLite store MP3. How does one, can one do this? Well, I can store it using the blob data type, but I strongly suggest you use an SD card and store its path in DB. An SD card? This way you can help, okay. Your application total size reduced, it runs faster and smoother and less RAM. The main reason for storing sound files on a database might be product line approach. You can develop many similar applications by just blah, 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 blah. I don't care about prod readiness. Okay, so they're talking about an SD card. Can I do this? Should I do this? Yeah, and sort of MP, assuming they're accessible, they could play within a play sound library. I bet I could do this. Create table, blob it up. I'm assuming you could. Yeah, you can. That's a bunch of Python garbage, but we can do this. Bald-bearded builder, thank you for rating. Our stream went down and I went offline, so I lost my viewers. So thank you for replenishing. This isn't the Cold Fusion stream. Wait, who's doing Cold Fusion out here? I actually had to crawl through Cold Fusion as an intern, so I've got some baggage. But dang, welcome in. Already getting asked about the font. Python garbage? That doesn't mean Python is garbage. I mean the code I'm looking at is Python garbage. There's JavaScript garbage too. There's garbage in every language. There's garbage collection in every language. You know? Think about it. Think about it. All right, so we're gonna make a thing. Tuesday's Astro announcement is that Astro 3.0 is on Cold Fusion. Are you doing with Cold Fusion right now? Because it doesn't show. You're really hiding it well. You've got Cold Fusion? Dang, that's tough. For those that don't know, it's a weird Adobe language that lets you write SQL queries in a template. Imagine being allowed to write SQL queries in a template. That would just be the craziest thing ever, right? Imagine just writing SQL in the raw. Insane idea. I'm glad we didn't do that in today's technology. Let me jump into this. Yeah, why are you doing Malik dirty like that? Malik is fundamentally dirty, man. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. My face when you explain. It's like SQL is scary, but Adobe makes it 10 times scarier. Like good old PHP 4, in a way. Absolutely. Yeah, it was right up next to the HTML. You literally wrote SQL, plopping in the HTML. It was I almost said it was sick. It is sickening. You know, it's a lot. All right, so we have this input. I don't really work with file inputs. I know I'm going to regret this because image storage sucks. So I bet audio storage sucks. But okay, what if instead I'm trying to think, how do we get an MVP done so we have something working by end of stream? I'm thinking that you just send a web URL to an MP3 and we play that. So we don't have to store it yet. All we do is store just a URL, right? Type URL. That feels low fidelity, right? That feels low fidelity. Just console log it? Well, yeah, we'll do that. Absolutely. I do want to store something. So it'll be type URL. The ID can be whatever. We're going to use the label sound. And the ID is just going to be sound dash whatever. Yeah, pound. I don't know. Or just sound. We'll upload one sound. And of course it's a board, so we need multiple sounds. We'll have like a builder that creates inputs by hitting an add button. You know, we'll use JavaScript. We don't care. And we'll just do it. When you're using the Chad CN stack, who cares about JavaScript, man? You got to sprinkle it when you got to sprinkle it. But yeah, we'll do it this way. New board, label sound, form, and let's enable a few things. So in celebration of Astro 3.0 not being released yet, shh, there's no Astro 3.0 unless you know what you're doing. So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to install Astro at RC. And if you want to do this at home, go right ahead. Tailwind at RC. This is how you install the release candidate of Astro, if you ever get curious. So here I'm installing the hottest versions of Astro. The absolute... These are the ones that the industry doesn't want you to know about. This is what big JavaScript is hiding from you right here. Look at these RCs right here. And this should give us fast refresh in React. And it should also give us the brand new 4321 localhost. Legendary. Legendary port number. Legendary. This is the best port number in the business. Shout out to CM Griffin, our favorite raid partner, for coming up with this. Apparently he started this. He doesn't take full credit, but he did start it. He did start the fire. So anyways, we got our new localhost. No one's stealing that port. No one's stealing that. The best. Truly the best. So we're going to go to boards new. All right, we have a sound and we have an input. Lovely. And we can't see the text because of dark mode. Makes sense. So here's a beautiful thing. Here's one of many beautiful things. So I'm going to add a new terminal. Where's my split term button? Oh man, I'm way too zoomed in. I'm used to seeing my buttons. And I can't see them right now. Jeez, there we go. Split terminal. Hey, all right. Zoom in, zoom back in. Enhance. And we're going to run pmpx shadcn add. I heard you're supposed to put DLX too. It's weird. We're going to add an input. Oh. You're not supposed to do that. We're going to add an input. And this is a regular old design system kind of thing that will just add in a styled input for us that we can use as a component. And it puts us in input.tsx. Thank you, dev server, for telling me about that. Okay. So now in here, we should have access to input. Why don't I get any dev tools that help me? Where did they go? Why did we lose them? What? It can't discover new... It's claiming this doesn't exist when it does. Why? Didn't we just create that? Oh, it's a lowercase input, but still. What is going on? It's right there. Okay, that's odd. What are we missing here? Oh, it's /UI. Makes sense. Did you forget to import a component or center typo? Wait, what? Is it a named input? Yeah, import? Yes, it is. Okay. Coolio. And that is unstyled. Wait a minute. This was going to be cool and stuff. heck? But one thing I can say is now we have an input and it's totally server rendered, even though it's written with React. Kind of nice. But the problem is, it still looks like crap. So it should be respecting the dark mode, but alas, oh, none of our Tailwind is loading. Am I right about that? None of our Tailwind is loading right now. What? Well, we said apply base style is false because we do it. Oh my god, that works. So wait, what's going on here? So I say, if I say that... Wait, that... Okay. Okay, so we did, to be fair, install React... we installed Astro 3.0. And we did a couple other things, and we didn't restart. So we're just going to say we needed a dev restart there. Taking a mulligan on that one. Yeah, DLX is not what you're supposed to use, so never mind. 5173 Drake? No. They tried. They tried. Oh, okay, the Drake, no Drake, yes, yeah. Now, what I want is a really dramatic tweet that's zoomed in on this text up here, and you can't see it, so let me type it like this. So it'll be zoomed in on this in your URL bar. And then in the background, there's a ship blasting off, and you hear the NASA radio saying 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. And then it changes to Astro 3.0. Wouldn't that be an amazing promo video that I was too lazy to make for this week? That would really be amazing. I need to go make that. Like you type out 4, 3, 2, 1, but it's saying it in the background. It would be so cool. Anyways. All right, so now we have an input and it's styled for us, and I like that. And I think you can jump to the input and it'll look, oh my god, what? It'll look like this. And we have some of this stuff applied. And you can also use the Chad CN helper. I wonder if this is where CN came from. This stands for, of course, class... Oh, class names. That makes sense. Okay. Never mind. Hello, Ben. What's up? I couldn't come up with anything. I was going to say noir or something weird. I just couldn't come up with anything. Class names. Oh, I thought he froze. It's kind of fun to like throw yourself into an acronym, and when you can't finish it, you just walk away like nothing happened. I've done that before. So we have sound. We don't really need the label, I don't think, because we're going to add multiple, right? So in here, I think I can put something and it'll validate if... Okay, cool. And all the props are there. That's good. I was worried about that. So if I do that, please enter a URL. Perfection. So I think you still need to enable... Actually, I know you have to enable view transitions. So let me... Is it top level? Do you need to enable view transitions in 3.0? I'm used to doing it. GB, Game Boy, sizes and everything. What is the size of your node modules? What does it matter? Why do you care? Are you worried about ShadCN installing Big Bundle? Because I don't think it really installed anything. It's a la carte for components. Told me you don't. 45 gigabytes? That is a bit much. Oh, unless you mean 45 gigabits per second. Because, yeah, we might be on that internet speed right now. That seems pretty fast. I'm also going to sit down because I've been standing for the past hour. Secret. Oh, my God. 1 second. This is a disaster. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. It's like slash S for twist. Ben doesn't understand the Oh. I don't. I don't Twitch enough. 1 million gigabytes. $5 a month. Okay. So did we do anything in this file? Oh yeah, we were trying to enable view transitions. I don't think you need to. Can you just like go to the main layout, right? And can we just add the view transitions header? Where are all of my... Thank you. Oh, there you are. You finally came to the party, huh? Okay, is that still working? It actually is. Okay, interesting. So we have view transitions now, technically. So let's jump over here, save that, because we don't need anything. We'll go in here and we'll just add an A tag back home. In fact, we'll do that in the main layout. We'll add a nav. A ref back to cool. Oh yeah, look at that. It works. Okay, and there should be a transition animate none that you can add to things now. I'm hoping that works. I know we were working on that. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, we already are home. Okay, cool. So we do that. Yeah. Okay, now you can use transition animate none and it works. Pretty cool. Let me double check the network though to make sure it's actually a proper transition. I think it is. So don't preserve log, just go home. Yep, it works. All right, cool. So if you get annoyed with the fade, you can remove it for your entire website, and that's fine. Don't even know we're at $5 a month. Yeah, I know Prime. I thought he just invented that, but it could be from another streamer. I wouldn't be surprised. $5 a month. So let's add a name to this. We'll also call this, well, yeah, URL. That's fine. This is our form. And what I wanted to try was doing a form submission to see if it refreshes the page at all. I don't know if it does. I really don't know. I think it does. I think it does. So let me try a fun pattern here. I'm going to go into a component over here. And I want to specifically add a new file inside of UI. Nice. Form.tsx. Do I have? Yes. We're going to make a form right here. I can't type. I'm so used to Vim motions. I'm sorry. I was typing J. Oh my God, I'm kind of proud of myself. I was actually forgetting how things work for a second. All right, so we're going to do a basic HTML form here. It's going to have a type input. And on submit, it's going to do some client-side validation, I think. I think so. So we want to prevent default, but we also want it to work server-side the normal way, which is a really weird way to think about it. But let's give it a shot. So I'm going to say on submit, we're going to take the E. We're going to E.prevent the default. And we're going to take the payload. Form data equals E.value. Nope. E.form. Current target dot form dot values dot target dot form. Crap. Thank you for the Prime sub. Really, really appreciate it, Reese. You're a good man. Subscribe with Prime. Can't watch live, but I'll be watching the VOD. Looking to learn 3.0. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. We're gonna be doing some awesome stuff. And yes, I will tweet out the VOD as soon as it's ready. Sit with Pinky up? Absolutely, sir. I have to prove to you that I'm doing it. There you are. Let me also move my camera down. I'm a little out of frame at the moment. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Gotta go. Thank you, Alien. Put my name on the whiteboard. Oh my God. Ubuntu, not again. All right, let's give it a go. Is it DS or TS? Put a little Princess Bubblegum. Frown on you. You're a real one. Oh my god. Oh my god. There he is. Also accept Jeff. My name Jeff. Is your name actually Jeff? All right, back to screen share. Yeah, we could do the... Okay, so that's how you do it? No problem. New form e.target. I do not care about the type errors. TS expect error. They should have fixed form types 3 years ago. Okay. And then we're going to use the form data right here. And we're going to send it to the server. So we're going to validate it. So console.log to do validation. All right, we're going to do that later. And then we're going to do the request. So really, we're doing the default browser behavior. We're just injecting some client-side validation, you know? We're not using anything fancy. We're just doing it ourselves. All right, and then we'll do a fetch call to the current page. Await fetch window.location. Literally just fetch the current location. Dot path name. That should work, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Or sorry, we do need to do a bit more than that. So we need the method, method of post. We're going to add a body to it. And how do you say form data for this kind of thing? I think it just auto detects if you put form data in there directly because the web is great. And last thing, method equals post so that the progressive enhancement works as you would expect. Same goes for action. Action is going, well, I think it defaults to your current page. So that works perfectly. Okay, so this is the most basic progressive enhanced form that you can make. And this is something Astro supports as well. So I'll jump back to new. I'm going to add a form. I'm like 80% sure this will work. 10% tells me this might not work. But we'll give it a try. Also export function form. So now we grab form from component. Yeah, slash, yeah. That should do. And I don't like the TSX. Just remove it. Okay, so now we have our form, we have our input, which I can't remember, honestly. We didn't add children. We already put an input on the page. So that's fine. Yeah, let's not make it generic. Let's just make this the form. All right, let's do that. Yeah, rename, do the Volar thing. And then we'll do new board form. We'll also rename that. Oh, that's interesting. And then we'll do name equals URL as well. Okay, perfect. So yeah, no progressive enhancement yet. Yeah, that. Like that. Okay, cool. So now we have a React-powered form on the page. It works just as before. Wait. Do we break something? No, we didn't. Because I don't think the new board form has a label. Oh yeah, there is no label. Exactly. So we're gonna do a little test here. Oh, last thing. Of course we need that. Okay, DevTools, yeah, that tells me React is reacting. Okay. And we already have some client validation for it, but let's do it. Okay, form is not defined. Already confused, because that doesn't make any sense. Form is not defined. Form is not defined. Is it form data? It's form data. Yeah, that's the browser object. I'm a dummy. To do validation, very cool. And it seems to have done a post request, but It doesn't handle the results. Oh, because you have to window navigate, don't you? Yeah, it's that. No problem with the backseating, by the way. So we have... so how do you do this actually? So I want to post to the current page, but I also wanted to navigate to that page. So I think that just means I need to navigate instead of fetching. Oh, how do you do this? Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait, how do you do this? I want to navigate to the page with the post request. I want to navigate to the current page and I want to send it a post payload. That's what I want to do. So it's not just a navigation. I want it to render the HTML to the page. I feel like an idiot. I don't think I'm doing this right. I don't think I'm doing this right. You mean push state? Yeah, I guess I am doing a React to... I am doing a SPA thing. Yeah, I'm going to be smart in like 16 minutes, dude. It's going to be great. Okay, so I thought I was smart, and I think I'm actually dumb. Well, okay, yeah, I know. Because I wanted to do client-side validation before the navigation. That's what I want to do. And then you have to push state if you wanted to do client-side validation. But we're using the browser to validate the URL anyways. So maybe I'm just being stupid, and I don't need to do that at all. That seems about right. Yeah. So let's just not do client-side validation because we're using the browser for it. When you use type URL, that's a validator already. Yeah, let's just keep it simple. Okay, so if we do it like this, that will post to the current page. But it looks like, oh man, so I was hoping view transitions would stop a full refresh. But alas, it does not. I'm pretty sure that's reloading the page. So let me at least attempt something here. And I want to double check that I'm doing these right. Charlie, thank you for the prime. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm wondering if transition persist will actually work, because I want to see if I can navigate to that page on a push and prevent... Okay, it doesn't. Dang it! All right. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm going to do Astro request form data. That's exactly what I want to do. But it's going to refresh the page, and I was hoping view transitions prevented that. But sadly, we have not done it for forms. Man, I was really hopeful that this would solve the form problem, but it doesn't solve the form problem. So, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to refresh the whole page. That's what I was trying to avoid, man. That's what I was trying to avoid. Man. So the only way around it is to, do a push state and do it all manually, which isn't really great. That's not what we want. It's not what we like. It's not what we like to see. Yeah, I know. We're going to do that. Create an API endpoint, fetch method, post it. In response, use a redirect. Yeah. So that's when you lose progressive enhancement, right? You would have to rewrite your form code twice if you actually wanted to handle it, which is kind of annoying. But we'll go ahead and do it. We'll do it the old Next.js way. Because I'll admit, Astro never promised to solve this. I was just kind of curious if it did. As a byproduct of the other cool stuff we're doing. Coding Garden, welcome in. Oh my god. We're getting 2 raids today. This is great. This is what I get for Mondays. Maybe Monday's a good programming time. But welcome in. We're using Astro 3.0 before it's released. Because that's how you do it. That's how you be a good employee. Right? I think so. What are we all up to? Let me also make an API endpoint, which in Astro is quite easy. We're going to do API... well, we could honestly just put it alongside our other pages, right? So we have boards new .astro. We could also have a sort of shadow page. This is a really fun pattern that we could do. I don't know if the router gets confused, actually. Can you do this? Does the router allow this? Has anyone tried this before? I don't know. This might be this might create a post handler in your Astro page. I actually don't know. I've never tried using the same name. I know SvelteKit has something like this. But we're gonna give it a try. Let's give it a try. I think we actually want to do this just so we have types. API route boop is equal to async. I've never liked this. I like the word function. This is illegal. I don't know if it's illegal, but we're gonna get pulled over if it is. Yeah, request. Nice. So we're just gonna say const form data equals await request.form data, and we're gonna log out form data.get URL. That's what we're uploading. And that's it. And then we're gonna return new response. So that's the body. Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure everything's working. Another thing, I just realized I disabled Copilot. I was like, where is my helpful little guy person? Let me put him back. Let me actually just send text. Okay. Where's our formatting? Yeah, where's our formatter? Configure default formatter prettier. There we go. Yeah, okay. Why was that not default? All right. Have you created an API before? Nah, I haven't done any stuff on 3.0. The only change is it's all caps. So when you're authoring an endpoint, you have to scream post. Otherwise, it doesn't post. It's kind of a shame. It actually reads your microphone if you have one connected. It took a lot of code to get that working. I can't believe you put in the hours. It's kind of invasive if you think about it. But yeah, we don't need that anymore. We're instead gonna do the onSubmit here. So let's add this back. And we could progressively enhance it. I'm just not going to yet. So we have that, and we're going to do that. And we're actually going to post it. We're going to see what happens. Oh man, that actually breaks it. Interesting. Okay, so this overrides the .astro. You can't have that side by side. That's fine. I get it. I get it. That makes sense. So let's just do a mirror over here. Let's just do it like that, right? We'll copy that, paste that. Don't do that anymore. That's all right. And then we'll head over to here. Actually, no. We didn't co-locate our components. This is where all the app directory people are going to be like, oh my God, you could co-locate that. Look at this. You could do it in Astro too. Underscore components. And then you can put it here. People say the app router is useful for this, but come on, people. Underscores are the true way. So now all you got to do is this. Bam. Bam. Heck, I'm going to rename it. Actually, no. I always refactor too much before testing my code, so I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. When does Astro rename pages to app folder? Literally never. And you know this. So endpoints sit next to pages? Yup, they're all in there. Just that for free? Yup. Yup. You can just do it. You can just add it. You don't have to do /route in order to make sure that it's the correct name. I can never stand that. The way they did route for endpoints and page, it's just like, I get it, but also, meh. I'm not a fan. API boards new. There we go. Is this still running? Yes, it is. All right, so we back. Okay. Form data cannot parse content as form data. Okay. Interesting. So that's from the API. Okay, I expected that to work, but it doesn't. Interesting. So what kind of body we got going on here? What kind of body is this? So let me go back over here a little bit. Actually, let me go over to here. And let me log request.headers. Oh, do you have to do a .get? I think you do. I don't think a content type is going to be on here. They're case insensitive, but excuse me, by the way, which is a little odd. Okay. And now we should have something, I think. Oh! That's why. Well, that's a good point. I'm not using a server. That's a good point. Okay, Astro ad for sale. I thought we did this also, but I don't think we did. Okay, resolving packages. Whoa, that was weird. So insensitive. Yeah, for sale server done. There we are. All right, now we're on a server. Should be, at least. Yeah, output server. Perfection. And now we submit. Huh. Huh. Oh, and we also need to install Vercel at RC. Because we're on a release candidate. 3.0 isn't out yet. Whoopsie daisies. I meant this. You don't have to do this. Starting tomorrow, you don't have to do this. But right now I do. Okay, so that did something really weird. So prevent default was ignored, even though it's hydrated. Weird, right? Oh no, now it's working. Okay, so now, oh, now it's working. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. So it was just because we didn't have a server deploy. Makes sense to me. And the dev server told us that. Good on you, error messages. All right, and I think we got the URL as well. Yeah, perfect. Perfection. Okay, so one little thing to add, of course, and you'll notice I'm not restarting the dev server at all. You don't have to. It's nice having two terminals, one to do work and one to do server. I did have to restart it that one time, but otherwise we've been okay. All right, and the payload is going to be dot object, and there's going to be a URL, and there is actually Zod form data, which is a really cool library. I could use that, but I think we can keep it simple so far. And .url. Cool. So from here, we'll just say raw for that. Form data is equal to payload parse raw object dot from entries raw. I think you can just do that and it works. Let's give it a go. .url. Boom. Yes. Wait. Why is the console? Oh, we do still have the console. Okay, perfect. All right, we're good at web dev. Who's surprised? Exactly 16 minutes later. 16 minutes ago, we said we're the stupidest web dev ever, and now we are crushing. Can you believe it? Is this a controller? I don't know what you're talking about. Show us the future. Modular forms with solid? What is going on? Dude, I'm trying to use React to bring the kids to the yard. What is this? Small bundle size, mission, vision. Wow. I'll be boring. Let's take a look at this. Is this where it builds a form from a schema? Yeah, it is. I mean, sure. It's, so you can do that. Okay. Okay. So you call use form and it gives you a form back, right? Isn't that what happens? Yeah, I've seen this in Solid before. So wait, where's that type coming from? Do you have to write the type yourself? Where is use form? Wait. Wait. It's just JS over forms, yeah. So you define your form as a type? Do you have to write it with this? If you prefer to infer your type definition from a schema, you can use validbot or Zod. Type rules or type definition should reflect exactly what the data you expect when submitting the form. Okay. Module forms consist of hooks, components, and methods. Create a form, use the use form hook. Use form hook returns. I understand how it returns it, but how does it generate a form? They're already connected with the store of your form. JSX code. I get it, kind of. Add fields to the form. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, so it gives you... Oh. Okay, I understand. I understand what this is doing. I understand what this is doing. Hey, you're insulting me while I'm reading the docs. Hey. I could read in silence if you want, but I'm streaming. So you validate, and you can also... Okay, required is probably from them. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that lets you put validation errors in forms and such. And if there's a field error, then you do it like that. Okay. So I was worried that you wouldn't have control over your form and your inputs and you would have to map it. But this is okay. This is totally usable. And you also don't need Zod, but if you want to make a Zod schema that you can reuse, then you're good. So this is cool. Counterpoint. The browser comes with a URL validator, so I don't need heavy tools yet. I don't need this yet. I don't need this yet. But thank you for the hammer. When I find a nail, I will use it. I like the look of this. I enjoy the look of this. But for now, I'm not going to use it. Just for now. Just for now, we're not going to use it. And we're also going... I think we're going to use a SQLite database anyway, so we can kind of replace this. I don't know. Oh, but we're on serverless, so we can't use SQLite on our own. So are we going to open a PlantScale account? Maybe. We could also use Vercel's weird SQL thing. Is there any interest in that? I don't know. 1's in the chat for PlanetScale. 2's in the chat for Vercel PostgreSQL. I could do either. We just need somewhere to persist some data, man. And this is also a good time to commit. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, so this is it. This is initial commit, actually. Yeesh. Oh, and it separated the changes. Well, thank you for staging, Astro. That's really kind of you. So let's go ahead and do this. Wow, we added so many things. That is a big stack, but that's okay. That's a big stack, but that's all right. Our Tailwind is looking sexy. So I said, hey, it's too big for the hammer, but we are hammering a lot of nails with this. We do have a lot of stuff. All right, so, and also that. Deps, Shad, CN, Vercel. Anything else? It's mostly it. All right, and then we have this. Feet, basic board uploader. All right. Oh wait, what are we missing? Yeah. Cool. All right, so we only got one response because no one engages with the stream. What the heck, man? But we'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, let's do it. And also, sorry that y'all don't have music. Is anyone bored because they don't have music? Kind of curious. I just want to make this a musicless stream so I can upload to YouTube in peace. But I am listening to some groovy vibes. If anyone wants to join me on the groovy vibes. This is the music artist. It's pretty boring, Ben. All right, that feels a little sarcastic. It feels a little sarcastic, okay. But if you want to listen along to what I'm listening to, you can go to this man and start a Spotify radio because he's a good house DJ. All right, so Vercel Postgre. Quick start. Prereqs. Oh, you just install Vercel Postgres. To create a database of you and your friends' pets. Oh, they make a little walkthrough. Well, that's kind of cute. So you go to your... Okay, so we got to go to our dashboard. We can't use a CLI to do this. Okay, that's fine. And it's going to use Prisma. We want to use Drizzle for this, but they're using Prisma. So this is the part where I wonder, should we continue with the UI or should we set up our database connection? I'm thinking we set up our database connection just to have it. You can do it in either order. So prepare your local project. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and do this first. So we go to our database dashboard. Which account am I logged into? The good one. Let me double check that I can share my Vercel dashboard with you people because I don't want to break anything. I'm also going to move this closer because I'm self-conscious of my bed being in the stream, in the view. Oh, that looks good. That's really good framing. There we go. So let me go to my Vercel dashboard. Oh my God, how do I have this many things? I have so many things in here. All right, so I don't think I can get docs just from this, but we've got a lot of stuff here. And you'll notice I don't connect a Git repository for any of them. So this is me trying to fix Vercel deployments for the longest time, back when I was in the bug mines. And these are actually projects that I use. Star Wolf, oh my God, this is an iconic project. But yeah, we can add a new project to this. I don't know what it's going to ask me. I'm a little scared. So we don't need any of these. Does it have access to with Astro? Oh my God, it does. That's kind of scary. So let's publish this to the internet, which we haven't done yet. Yeah, public repository. There we go. Okay, done. Oh my God, it popped up. Whoa, live refresh. That was lovely. Okay, so we have these. We have our root directory. And yeah, go ahead and deploy it. That's fine by me. Go ahead. Vercel serverless. Have fun. Go crazy. Get it. All right. And we're also, I think we're going to go output hybrid on this website so that we can make everything static. Right now it's all server driven. Because the best opt-in to me is to start static and go server, not the other way. So, okay. Now that we've gone to our dashboard, we need to select the storage tab and hit connect database. Interesting. So we've done all of these things. Go to project. Okay. We go to storage, according to them. Wow, they've got, oh, they got the durable Redis. We might actually want that at some point if we start like, I wanted to have like a YouTube search box. I was actually going to make a playlist builder, but I was too worried about the YouTube API being annoying. But once we do think about that, that would be really nice. Oh, wow. Blob exists. Blob. They have Blob. That's probably what we need. We probably need that for audio. We might need that for audio. Yikes. But for now, I guess we can use Postgres just to have the user accounts. Seems right to me. Ultra low. So we probably want serverless. I don't know what edge config does, but that's not what we want. So there we go. I agree to the Neon terms of service. I forgot that it's using Neon. Quite fun. All right, so there we go. So we've created it. Now this is where I hide this from you because I'm about to connect to a database. All right, and it does hide the snippet. so that on stream I don't get doxxed. That's kind of nice. But we're still going to exercise caution. We've never used this tool before. So we've entered a database. We entered a region, I think. And now we can connect. You have an empty Postgres database in your selected region. Connect to your database, you need a few credentials. By connecting your database to a project, those credentials are generated and made available as environment variables. I don't know why Prisma is assumed when you use this. I know people like it, but isn't Drizzle taking over the world? What the heck, man? All right. Oh, but these environment variables just exist. That's kind of cool. You can see them by navigating the settings tab. Yeah, and you can pull it. There we go. So once you're connected, your API, yeah. So let me run Vercel. Yeah, we'll run env pull just to see if it figures this out. m.development.local? No, just m.development. That's what you call it. Your code base isn't, all right, Vercel link. Let's do that. And set it up, yep. Yep, that. Yeah, you found, oh my God, it figured out the project based on my GitHub. Perfect. And now we need to do the same thing that we're trying to do. All right, so we created the env.development file. I'm going to double check that this is working. Yeah, it added a whole bunch of variables in here. And a Prisma URL, which is sweet. We're going to use Drizzle. But we like to see it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So now that we have that, we can create a table. I love how all the guides are next, other frameworks. Next, other frameworks. You know, it's all right. Fine. You can use that. But it's just demoing that you can use SQL. Whatever. Not bad. So, okay, you have to run Vercel dev in order to get access to Postgres. I'm pretty sure. But let's give it a try. So we're going to run Vercel dev, and that should still spin up on, yeah, okay. It changes it to 3000. Sad. All right, I think you can, it says it's using the environment variables though. So I could set port to 4321 just to make myself happy. There we go. Let me see if that sets the port. I don't know if it does. No, it doesn't. Wah wah. All right, how do you, I don't know how you set the port with Vercel dev. Maybe there's just a flag for it, to be honest. Let me double check the help page. All right, so you can run Vercel dev. There's no port. Yeah, there's no port. Yeah, there's got to be a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. No matter. Let's go to localhost 3000 and take a look. And let me close my environment variables. All right. Okay, so we are back and on Vercel. So I'm thinking that we can just import that and do some SQL. Let's do it. So I don't think we installed Vercel Postgre. So let's do that. There we go. Going. And yeah, that seems like an okay starting place. Oh my God, that didn't work. All right, so it's really upset about that. I'm worried now that we're using Vercel. Are you going to start breaking when I try to run scripts? Oh man, Veet was so good at that. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that's not going to happen. I'm hopeful that everything's going to be all right. I'm an optimist. Don't always show it, but I'm an optimist. Whoa! What are you pasting there? Yeesh. I don't think that's my environment. I think that's someone else's. Create table pets. That seems fine by me. Name. The problem is I've been in SQLite for so long, I actually don't know the Postgres best practices. SQLite's kind of a baby format, so I don't know What's up with Postgres? I've used MySQL too, but that's the extent of it. All right. So we're gonna just do that, even though I don't really want to pollute with tables I don't need. Perfect. Great. Okay. So let's just go to boards. Ah. Okay, something like that. Okay, we posted, I think. Okay. Yeah. Looks like it's making a table. Then, yeah. Visit the route, you get something like that. You can see a table on your Vercel dashboard under storage. Okay, it's hiding the keys. Thank you so much for that. So if we go to, well, we're under storage right now. Data? Browse. Pets. Okay. It's a lowercase pets, but there's pets. Huh. Okay. Okay. So now that we've done that, let's do another await SQL. This time, insert into pets. And what? Oh my God. Did we just do ID? No, we did name. Okay. We didn't put an ID on it. Which isn't good at all. Name, values, literally just do that. Okay, you can't do that. What if I actually got it right? Okay. So that should technically run something. That should technically insert a pet. All right. Did that insert a pet? It sure did. And if we go to our dashboard, hey, we have data. You just use SQL from JS. It looks like it. I think the lowercase, yeah, they do. Don't use uppercase in Postgres. Yeah, why does so the column was uppercase, but the table name's lowercase. And they tell you to use uppercase for a table name here. Kind of funny. Don't know. All right, so now we're going to clean up our work. In fact, I don't even think I need to do that. I think I can just go to query. Drop, whoopsies, drop table pets. Okay, ran successfully. Okay, cool. All right, well, that was seamless. Let's be real. Good job, Vercel. You gave me a database first try, and it worked. And you also sanitized an input and threw it in a SQL string. All of that is awesome. That's awesome. I'm really happy with this. I'm wondering if I even need Drizzle yet. Can I just raw dog some SQL? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Came back, couldn't sleep. Welcome back, Elliot. All right. So now we can upload URLs. So let's go a little bit further. Let's make a data model, right? And we don't even have to use Drizzle for this, but we're going to, I think. So in source, we're going to say schema, whoopsies, schema.ts. And in here, we're going to install Drizzle ORM. There's Drizzle Zod? What does that even do? Why do you need that? Hello, everyone. Hello. You use SQL from JS? I did. Ellian, you deserve a name on the whiteboard. Oh my God, every time you install dependencies, it breaks Vercel. I hate that. I dislike that. But oh well. Can't complain too much, because that was pretty dang seamless. We're gonna run out of room. There you are. Oh, I didn't full screen you. Behold. So let's. We're gonna make. Nice. Do people prefer singular or plural? I definitely think it depends on the person. I'm feeling a singular mood right now, you know, so we're just gonna do it. And we're gonna do they have UUID and yeah, they do actually. That's kind of sick. Okay, SQLite, they obviously didn't have that. Okay, so we can do UUID ID dot primary key. We can do a classic. So I think we're gonna do a one-to-many relationship here. Soundboard item. Is there a better name for that? I don't know, but I'm gonna call it board item. Do you use underscores in table names? Do you use dashes in table names? You don't use dashes in table names. I'm just gonna truncate it. Let's just call this another ID, UID, do the thing. And we're gonna give it a URL, which is just text. And they should be unique. So let's check on that, and not null either. And we're also going to have, how do you do relationships in Drizzle? Is it even a thing? Is it even a thing? Because we're not using plant scale, I think we can use foreign keys with Neon. I don't know for sure. Okay, Drizzle, you can do that. But how do you say things are related? Can you even do such a thing? Okay, you can throw indices. That's kind of fun. Country ID? Yeah, you can do that. Sick. All right. Board ID. We will do a UID board. I guess we can do it like that. Is that how people do it? I guess it is. With srizzle. What's a srizzle? What do you mean it's impossible? Am I in for a bad time? Maybe. But I'm hopeful. And I've been used to uppercase for this stuff. Just don't at me. I kind of like it. All right. That should do. Oh, possible. Yeah, sorry. I completely misread that. Yeah, I thought you said impossible. I'm going to put an underscore in this because I think I just feel like an idiot for not knowing. I'm wary of all the SQL formats being different. Can you do this? Using, yeah, what? Use language. Yeah, I know. That's okay. It's a MySQL thing. I know VTest is it's what's to blame. I think you can. That's what I'm getting from this. So let's just go with this. And we'll have a users table in a bit. Maybe not today, but hey, we got a full week to make this thing work. Full week. Love that. We're going to think, oh my God, we're ahead of schedule. And then it's going to just be a mess on Friday. Guaranteed. But that's fine. So we have this. Now we want to do a migration. We have our thing. Drizzle kit. This is where we get interesting. And we're going to run generate post agree. Candy, my darling, Can you picture this? I don't know. Draw me like one of your post-gritty girls. Now we will do drizzle kit, and you can't see that because of my nameplate. Let me move y'all a little bit. Drizzle kit, generate, Postgres, schema equals. Actually, where's it going to migrate? How does it even know where to migrate? Hang on. That's sketchy. Where's it? It doesn't even know where to go. It doesn't even know where to push this. I think it'll just generate the migration tools. But I'm looking for drizzle push, actually. But you know what? I'm fine running my own migrations. I'm okay with doing that. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna how you do that. Add data to your table, yeah. I mean, I know you can do this. You now have API routes, yeah. So all of that is cool. All of that is nice. Okay, this looks really useful. I should probably know about this. So Postgres Drizzle Vercel app, pretty cool. That's a demo. I don't really need the demo. I need the code. View repo. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a spin. So it should have a schema file somewhere if they did it how they supposed to. So in the package, they don't use Drizzle for migrations, sadly. But where do they adapt it? That's my question. So we have this and this and this and this. Is there any useful file in here? What is this URL? Oh, that's to deploy. Okay. That's the demo. How to use... Well, yeah. I was hoping you would tell me where to find useful files. But thanks, Leroy, for doing it for all these. Hey. Okay, so we... Ooh, perfect. Okay, so we have the drizzle file right here. PG table, blah, blah, blah. SQL. Oh my god, that's it? Wait, that's sick. So you just say drizzle and you pass in the SQL. Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, because Vercel Postgres is a first-party thing. Drizzle is so fast with the adapters. There's a ridiculous number of adapters on Drizzle. Like more than any other framework by a lot. Love that. All right, so we got a first-party thing. Whoop-de-doo. We also want to seed, perhaps. So if we ever wanted to seed it, this is a function. It's just a raw create table. Seems fine to me. So they're not using Drizzle Kit. They're just doing a seed. They're just doing it how the pioneers did it. Not the best. I would like to see Drizzle Kit. But I think we can get it working if we keep that. So, and look at all of these adapters. Look at all these adapters. There's the one we want. And we can just say SQL from Vercel Postgre. Done. That's our database. Nothing else to do. He also invented some types. That is a way to do it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm cool just inferring, because these days, people don't know. But if you ever wanted to get the type of the board, you can do this. Type of board dot infer select. No helpers. The type is attached to the object. Kind of cool. Really cool use case. You've probably seen in Zod, you have to do like Z infer. But in this, all you got to do is just take an extension function. Kind of sick. Kind of sick. New to version 0.28. Pretty cool. Ooh, created at is probably useful. So let's just throw it on there. Time stamp. The problem with having all the adapters is you can easily import from the wrong adapter and be really confused. That's always a fear. It's funny that created at is always camel case, by the way. I wouldn't have it any other way, but it's just weird. All right, cool. Not null. Done. Yeah, that should be good enough. A little bit of relational going on. So now we go over here. DB push. Prototyping with DB push. Yeah. And then we have all of this. So you can configure it if you want. Run migrations. We have all of this. You can run migrate, and that will generate a migrate file. You can run them manually using that, SQL tools, or to Drizzle ORM. All of it's available to you. Configuration lets you declare configurations in TypeScript, blah, 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 files. So you can do a driver. I'm pretty sure this is more limited right now. Like, it doesn't have drivers for everything under the sun. Like, we don't have a driver for cell Postgres, so we can't just push, I don't think. But let's give it let's at least look at how you use it. Yeah, so you need a connection string. Maybe. Depending on your dialect. So we're not just using that, though. We're using a very fancy Vercel Postgres dialect. So I don't think we can just push. Yeah, I don't think we can. Because we need a connection string in order to do it. Yeah. All right, I'm not going to try that. I think instead I'm going to generate a migration file. Just see what it gives me. Because you can totally do that. And then I can copy the create table statements. Right. I guess this is a TS variant of .NET EF Core. Perhaps. Perhaps. Yeah, this is how you can generate a table for a serverless function. There you go. Pretty simple. I've been having a good time so far. But you can run migrate like this, which is kind of crazy. So let me see if this even gives you a migrator. Let me see here. Migrator. There is no migrator. I don't... Oh, there is. There is a migrator. Look at that. So if we wanted to migrate, you could... I don't even know. So that's the migrations folder. We can... Yeah, this is probably goes in lib. This definitely goes in lib, in my opinion. That makes more sense. I don't normally use lib, but the Vercel people are slowly teaching me. That's a good idea. So we're going to migrate over here. We're going to say await and then migrate from that adapter. There we go. And we're going to pass in the DB, which is coming from Shema. And the migrations folder is going to be Drizzle. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just do that. Okay, so this is our migrate file. How do you run it? Do I have to run it myself? I think so. Run opinionated. Yeah. Depend on the database driver you're using. Okay. Makes sense. So I think this needs to be a JS file, actually, if we just want to run it in the raw. Otherwise, we can't run it. We could also do some other stuff, but the easiest option right now is to go MJS and just run it with Node. Lib. Boom. Okay, so that doesn't work. Let's see here. Okay, that makes sense. Because schema is also a TS file. Heck. The option, the other option is to use TSM. This is where you realize how chaotic the TypeScript community is. It's not very good. It's a TypeScript module loader. This lets you just run TypeScript files loosely. Use as a node replacement. This is something Nate Moore taught me about, and I think I'm going to use that because that is the second easiest option if you can't just use JavaScript. All right, now we'll use TSM to run this file. So we're going to run source lib migrate. All right, that doesn't work for different reasons. That is a really scary error that I don't understand. That's not good. Meta journal JSON. What does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What do you mean? What do you mean? JLaw moment. So we could All right, so it might be a TSM problem. Debugging, we can take all of this, head over to migrate, just plop it in, right? Copy that, put it there, remove all of that, right? So now this is just a MJS file for all intents and purposes. Cool. And now we can run it with Node again. So no need for a fancy loader. Let's give that a try. Okay, same thing. Meta journal JSON. Don't know what that means. Really don't know what that means. Let's double check if there's an issue on the repo. Don't you need .js and imports? You sure do. But now I've just copied the contents of the file, so it's not even an issue. It looks like it's something internal, which isn't good. Something internal to Drizzle. No one searched for journal.json. All right, well, okay. Big yikes. I'm wondering if it's because there's just not a folder right now. Do we need to make the folder in order for it to work? The other option is to just do what our old friend Lee Rob did in order to keep going, which is write our own seed file and just raw dog the create table statements. I'm kind of curious what migration this would make, though. I really wanted it. But alas. Answer overflow? What is this? You have to run drizzle kit migrate. But really? Okay. For whatever reason, I thought I just ran the file. But it doesn't actually tell you to do that. You see, it tells you to run await migrate. It doesn't tell you to run the other command. It doesn't tell you to do it. It tells you can just run the file. But I can't. Yeah, it's just telling you run this. You have autocomplete experience, blah, blah, blah. For all the parameters, you can go here. Yeah, but do I need that? Because then I can't do it. Guy solved it by adding the migration folder. Aha. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So you're saying you just made the folder and that was it? That's all you had to do? Using a relative path from root. All right. So you got to have the folder. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So we're going to plop it right into source/lib. Yeah? Yeah? Let's try that. Okay, so what did we do? Did we rename this file? Yeah, because we're about to do something. Let's do something else. So we're renaming it back to MJS, just so we can keep it simple. Okay, that's not working. So wait, how did he do it exactly? But I also can't tell what he's running. Is he just running the file? Yeah, he's got a service, so he's calling this service. That's scary. I don't want to put migration code on a function. I want to run that myself. What the heck? Maybe there's a reason to do it. I just don't know what that reason would be. Yeah, but what? Regular path from root? Okay. I don't know. What does meta journal JSON do? I don't know what that is. Do we have a journal JSON generated? Oh, that was nice alliteration. I don't know. I actually don't know. Yeah, it keeps track of the migrations. Yeah, but we don't have one yet. Should I run drizzle-kit generate? I think I'm going to. If it doesn't tell you about it. It doesn't tell you. Generate migrations. All right, generate dialect. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I will do. But if I do that, all right, fine. Can you tell it the path? Or do you have to make a stupid config file? Because I've run into this where I made a config file, I went through hell trying to get it to work, and then I couldn't. Check this. Y'all are really helpful. Hang on. List of commands. Generate dialect. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Param. Required. Gross. Path to the TypeScript schema file. Oh, okay. Or multiple schema files. Okay. So we'll do that. Generate PG. Schema. Schema equals source slash lib slash migrate dot mjs. Or no, it's just a schema. Well, this says the schema and everything. Don't you have to call migrate within the code? I don't know. Let's just do schema.ts. Okay, cool. We have a migration file. Where did it go? Up here. Perfect. Okay, and there's your metal journal. Okay, all right, cool. Thanks. Thank you. Yep, and let's uninstall TSM. They should be way more clear about that, because it looks like you just make a script and you run migrate. But I don't think you're supposed to. I don't even think you're supposed to call the migrate function. I guess if you want to programmatically do it, but I couldn't get it to work. Because I have to have the journal JSON before it works. It's quite odd. But now that we have this, we can at least run it on our own. What did we do to this? No. Yeah, that's fine. And we don't need this anymore. Don't need that anymore, or that. And now that we have this, I don't know what that is. That's a snapshot. Okay. So this is, oh, wow. Okay, gotcha. You need to generate before push. Right. Wait, no, you can run push. I know you can. You can run push and it'll just do it onto whatever connection string you have, which I don't have. So I'm not going to do that. Migrate, push will respect your migrations, I bet, but you don't need a migration to push. It'll just do it if you want to be really chaotic. This is just a generation. You still have to push that. I know. Check my gist. Oh my God, everyone's an expert. So we have to, oh gosh, no. No, we're not doing this. Okay, so now that we have this, I could just copy this into the Vercel console as a really scrappy way to do it. And then every migration, I could just do that if I wanted to. But if I run push, I don't think it's going to respect. Well, does it? Maybe it does, because I have a DB. Let's give it a try. Let's do a push, right? Drizzle kit push PG schema source lib schema. I've said lib and lib so many times. Okay, only PG available options. What? Okay, you need driver. That reads really weird. Only PG is available options for driver. So something about the Drizzle team, they move fast, but they break things in their docs. There's a lot of typos in the docs and a lot of funny corners where I'm like, did they proof that? Did they write that at 3 a.m.? I think they wrote that at 3 a.m. Which, massive respect, because, oh my God, the amount of work they pumped out is ridiculous. But there are funny corners of this. You also missed a slash between source and lib. All right. Well, that is on me. But you need a driver, and I don't have one. That's the issue. This is a remote Postgres server, and it doesn't have a connection. As far as I know. But there must be a way with Prisma. Yeah, there's got to be a way with Prisma. There's got to be a way. Okay, there's got to be a way. So we have our connections. Just do a drizzle config. Yeah, I think I can use my environment variables, right? Right? We got environment variables for this. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just worried I'm not going to know all the options. So let's go over here. Let's go to migrations. Generate. Or honestly, let's go to push. I don't really know where to go for the config. Here? This seems fine. The problem is I was hoping for a tab bar that tells you everything you need. Okay, I think that works. Let's go in here. Let's make Oh, why'd you put it there? No, go down here. Okay. Drizzle config TS. Okay. Default schema is in source lib schema. The output drizzle driver PG debug. Yeah, connection string perfect. Okay, so hide my screen while I figure out my environment variable. I think it's literally the Prisma URL, and I can just use it. Or no, I'm going to use the Postgres URL first. But does it even have Oh, I need to use .env, I think. Right? Stringer undefined. Trust me, it's there. So we have that. This is also a feature of Vite. Watch this. Vite has a .env built into it. It's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure this works. Yeah, load env. Mode. No, mode. Wait, how does load env work? Yeah, just take some mode. What else does load env take? Wait a minute. Environment dir? Wait, why do you take that? Jesus. Okay. All right, I think I've got it. 1 second while I debug. And then we're going to run this. And what's the name of the config file? Oh, it doesn't even tell you on this page. Why not? It's drizzle.config, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. And then we do drizzle kit. No config path provided. Reading config file. Okay. Vite, you were supposed to load my environment and you didn't. Dang it, Vite. Yeah, what? Load.en files within the mdir by default only environment variables prefixed with Vite are loaded unless prefixes is changed. Interesting. Okay, that's not what I want. All right, good to know. Prefixes should be set to undefined. I'm gonna force it. Oh, it doesn't work. Garbage. I don't know how to use load env. This was gonna be so impressive, and it doesn't work. Ah, Vite. Why can no one do environment variables well? What? Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. Development. Yeah. Garbage. What? Oh, I don't want to use dir-env. That's... No, I don't want another thing. No. Vite has this built in, and I can't use it because I don't know what I'm doing. I know we use this in Astro. I know we use this in Astro. We even tell people to use it. Oh, this is really interesting. It's telling you completely different advice, actually. Thank you, Astro, for having better docs about how to use Vite. Yes. Okay, so you can use process.env.nodeenv. Oh, okay, that's a clever way to do it. And then we can load up our stuff that way. Okay. Yeah. Sick. Okay, that loaded our environment for sure. Thank you, Astro, for having good docs. Connection is insecure. Okay, that makes sense because there's a Prisma URL. That should give us what we want. Let me double check that. If I go here, it is Postgres Prisma URL. Okay. Probably rename it to Postgres push URL because that's literally what we're doing. Okay, done. It might have worked. No, it didn't work. Connection is insecure. Oh my god. SSL mode require. Well, a little suspicious. A little suspicious. Let me check if they're the same thing. Oh, this adds PG bouncer and connect timeout. Okay, interesting, interesting. Postgres push URL. That's that. SSL mode require. Okay. I'm playing with environment variables, so you can't see me yet. But once we get it going, then you can. Ooh, it worked. It worked. Let's give it a look. All right, let's go over to our Vercel dashboard. We might have data. Do we have data? We don't. We have data! Hey, yo! Ben, do you love me? Be honest. Hey, I don't know you well enough to commit like that, but I appreciate the sentiment. I think that's a healthy response. I think that's a healthy response. Yeah, you chuck an SSL true on there? Yeah. I don't know what's up with that, but that's kind of funny. Okay, cool. So I'll show y'all what I did in case anyone wants to try this at home. And I should also, oh my god, I really, really need to add this environment file to my gitignore. Like, I really need to do this. .env.star .env not .env.example. There we go. Perfect. All right, that's gone. That's good. We can also probably delete the migration file because we're not using it anymore. Not yet, anyways. Okay, cool. Just resetting some stuff. So here's what we came up with. Instead of using other things, Vite comes with load env. And this lets you load the type of environment you want. We have a development file, env.development. And then you have to add these parameters because whatever. This is a low-level tool. Don't worry about these. Read the Astro docs because those tell you what to do. Astro tells you how to use this tool because people need this for their Astro configs. I'm glad we do it. But once you have that, now you can say m.postgres push URL, which is the Postgres URL with that little SSL thing on the end. There you go. And that's it. The rest of this is saying use Postgres, and our schema's over here. Done. Boom. And we just ran it. Drizzle kit, push PG, nothing else. Didn't have to add any flags. And the changes are up on the internet. There you go. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. So we added Drizzle ORM. We added Drizzle kit and Vite just to get things going. And that's it. Deps, Drizzle kit. And chore, ignore env files, right? And then over here we have, what did we do in new? Oh, we didn't do anything useful yet. So let's just commit these. Feet, drizzle, schema, yay. All right, that's cool. That's its own Twitter video, just showing off how easy it is to set up Vercel Postgres with this. Now that they're an official Astro sponsor, hey, we're going to do a little shilling. We're going to do a little shilling for the Vercel folks. And I think people appreciate it. And this whole time, our good Astro server kept working, restarted when we needed to. Good on you, Astro. Crushing it. And it also, we have a rule to restart the Astro server if any config file changes. Just a random rule, and I think it's a great one. So I might have set that up, actually, come to think of it. So now we have our schema. Did you leak anything from day 2? We're on day 1 right now, but day 2 we'll probably leak something. I'll write a note. Leak something by day 2. Vercel is the Illuminati, though. That is true. That's a good point. It's a good point. Okay, so now that we have it set up, we're actually a little ahead of our UI. So our UI just supports a single board item, but we actually need to upload a board with a list of board items. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to find out because I'm not sure yet. Let's go to the form that we had, the new board form. And let's make a little interface builder in here. So we want to have an add button. And I think we can do an old shad cn on this one. It feels funny to install a button, but we're going to install a button. Screw it. We're installing our button. Because design systems are kind of nice. It avoids some Tailwind classes, but it also just kind of does it for us. Whoopsies. Yeah. I thought I ran install button instead of add button. Sorry about that. Let me also add chat back. There's chat. There you are. You're covering my terminal, but it's okay. Okay. Install dependencies. Proceed, please. Installing button. All right. This is a nice thing. Shad didn't set up... Okay, did it actually install dependencies? Why? React slot. I don't know what that means. I don't know what React slot does, but I saw it as a dependency. But what this does is it plops a button into your project. You don't even have to use it. It didn't install Material UI button. It generated code. That's what I like about Shad, is it's a code generator that will install dependencies if necessary. There's also class variance authority. I have no idea. But for design systems, that's kind of nice because now we have variants that apply different Tailwind classes depending on the variant. And we have our button props and we have our component down here. Display name. I don't know what's up with that, but cool. Yeah, all this is good code and I have no problem with that. I don't know what slot does. Really curious about that. I'd be curious why we need to use that. CVA is so cool. Very curious what it does. I actually don't know. I'm on TV. What'd you do on TV? Why are you famous? You're famous? That's cool. But now let's do a button. And that's going to come from here. And it's going to be a... I don't know about the variants, but let's just do this. So we're going to do a add just to make sure that appears in the UI. We're going to go back to our browser. We're going to go to this page. All right, now we have an add button. Pretty cool. And yeah, it's black and white, and I think that's how it should be. And it's got a nice little hover that looks pleasant to me. So we do have icons. I heard that Lucid React is the recommended option here. Oh, we have React icons from Radix also. I don't know if I like that. Isn't React icons a really heavy dependency that you don't want to use? Isn't React icons the one that bundles a million icons by accident? Isn't that the one? Maybe they fixed their code splitting. I'm not sure. React Aria, not Radix. It's shaken, not stirred. Isn't there like an anti-movement against Shad for using Radix? Aren't people upset that Radix doesn't do everything accessibly? Is that what you're talking about, Bro Nifty? Are people upset about Radix? Let Shad cook, baby. Shad is great. I agree. But is React Aria better? Are they missing out by not using React Aria? I've heard that. And I saw Ryan Florence complaining about Radix. I don't know enough to say. I just trust the library maintainers to make something accessible because React is huge. Radix is supposed to be accessibility. It's supposed to be. React Aria is better. Yeah, well, it should be about accessibility. That's the whole point of Radix in my mind. If Florence says it, then it's true. Yeah. There was a more nuanced thread about sort of discussing touch points on Android, whether he was right or wrong. It looks like Radix could do better. That was my takeaway. But if Radix isn't to build accessible UI, then why does it exist? Because that's what I thought it was for. I think that's what ShadCN uses it for as well. So what the heck, man? What's up with that? All right, so let's make an interface builder, right? So this is going to be an add input. Pretty simple. We're going to keep track in client state. Good old client state. Everyone loves some client state. So these are going to be the items. And this is going to be a really creative interface right now. So watch this. We're going to refine this from here. It's not just going to be inputs. It's going to be something fun. It's going to have icons that you can choose. Emoji icons. Those would be easy. But let's just go with this. So we have our sound list. Oh my God, board item. I should have called it sound. Why did I call it board item? Oh my God, my schema is stupid. I should have called it board item. Well, it's not too late, right? Can't we rename our schema and push again? Because we haven't added any data yet. So it's not even going to be destructive. Yeah, board sound. I'm so brain dead. Yeah, this is way better. That's how it should be. Right? Yeah, I always go with the most brain dead naming I can think of because I usually am happy about that. Oh, look at this. Is sound table created or renamed from another table? Very nice. So yeah, it's renamed. You see this? Because this is a problem in migrations. It's hard to tell whether you added a new table and dropped another one or you just renamed it. So look at this. It figured out that, is that, oh no. Relation sound does not exist. Interesting. Relation sound. Okay, so I think did it make a relation the other direction? Because I do have a reference. Is that breaking things? I don't know. I think it is breaking something. So let's try it again. We're just going to say create a table. There we go. And that might just create and drop. I don't know if it drops the other table, but I'm hoping it does. Yeah, I just replaced the table, yeah. I was hoping the rename was going to work, but what are you going to do? So if we go to our Postgres dashboard, let's see here. Okay, give it a refresh. Okay, board and set, perfect. Okay, so that's cool. So we can destruct. So there might be something with references to make a note of. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, it does? Okay. So if you try to rename, but there's a reference, you might run into problems. Note for the future. Sounds, set, sounds. The classic storing an array in React, the thing everyone hates. If only I was using Svelte. And we will use this like that. And we're just storing URLs right now. We're keeping it simple, but we'll have metadata at some point. So here's where we add some helpers. And everyone who writes functions inside of their React code, you know it's being redeclared every time, right? Just hoist that baby out. Just hoist that baby up here. No problem, right? And you're fine. So you do need to pass them in. And this is where TypeScript gets annoying as heck. But this is doable. Oh my God, this is a really bad type. Oh, I hate this. What? What's the type of this? Whoa, that's terrible. It will be confusing. You're right, it is. I forgot that we also need the setter. Heck. All right, never mind. Never mind. Oh well. Well, you know, I was so high and mighty there, but in the end, did he really know what he was talking about? No, he didn't. He didn't know. He didn't know what he was doing. Unhoisted. Dehoisted. Debunked. So let's set sounds. Sounds. And this is going to create a clone every time. Very sad. Very gross. But this is React, so we will accept it. Add sound. URL. Strong. And we throw it in. We accept the wastefulness. to build an app. That's how it be. Ah! And no. Wait, how do we get the sound out of the input? I don't know. Okay, so we could... Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. So it creates an input. Oh, but this is a bit different. Ooh, I'm getting really clever with this when I don't need to. So if we've admitted that there is no hope of progressive enhancement, if we know that we're not doing progressive enhancement, then there's no reason to put this form here, right? We just want to submit. Yeah, because there's no way to do this progressively enhanced, right? There's no way, because you need JavaScript to create the interface. So screw your progressive enhancement. Screw your progressive enhancement. You don't need to do that. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay. But let's be real for a second. Progressive enhancement is lovely, but if your form requires JavaScript to build the form interface, then there's nothing to progressively enhance. You need JavaScript, so use it. Does client still... He does have a beard. I actually met him in person, yeah. Oh, did he have a beard? Oh my god, this is like a Berenstain Bears moment. Because I remember him having a beard, but what if he didn't? No, he totally has a beard. 100% he has a beard. That's a hot take. Is it? Is it? Because, yeah, progressive enhancement for a form that is like static set of inputs every time. I love progressive enhancement. But we're in a place right now where you create new inputs by hitting a JavaScript button. We're using JavaScript to build the form inputs. So we should also use JavaScript to submit the form. Like, why progressively enhance if you can't? Michael Jackson said, hey, this makes sense. This makes sense. There's no reason to care. It does. The thing is, I do care. I'm just, oh man, I'm backing myself into a corner. So I care about it, but I'm in a place where it's impossible to progressively enhance without a lot of weird hacks. The form sets a content type. It does, so we will change our endpoint to use JSON instead, pretty sure. So we will do that. But yeah, we're going to change this up a bit. So sounds, it's not a controlled input. If I share this clip, you'll be excommunicated. Hey, context matters. I gave a lot of context, and I know it's not going to be in the clip. So, hey, submit if you want, but it's not me, man. It's not me. It's not me. That ain't me. So it's impossible to get to this point without having a URL. We don't even need Zod here. We're just going to say if URL, if type of URL not equal to string, return. I literally just do not care about you. Not yet. And then this is going to be a separate form, actually. We're going to run the fetch call later, doing something else. Because someone, screw your progressive enhancement. Okay, so real talk. We're memeing around. But is there a way to progressively enhance a form where you're adding inputs with JavaScript? Like here, we're going to hit add, and we're going to have a new song in the list. And then every time, we're going to list out the song, list out the song, list out the song. So we could progressively enhance and store the list of songs on the back end. We could do that. Modular.js. No, not modular forms. No, that wouldn't do it. You need JavaScript to add new inputs. That's literally what we're doing. No, that's not it. But it would... So with HTMX, we could do those. But HTMX is JavaScript as well. So I don't think that's progressively enhanced either. Yeah, so the way to do it would be to store each sound on the back end in session storage. That would be the proper way to do it, is to have back-end session storage for everything. It just feels like a lot. Document create element. That's JavaScript too, man. You should make the add button, hit the back end, and return a new page with the extra form field. It's so much. That's so much extra. Because now we have to persist the form, the incomplete form, in session storage somehow. It would be like a database that's constantly growing with a new board. And then when you actually submit it, then it like saves the board. Like we would have to store an incomplete board. But I guess that would be nice from a user standpoint. Would that be nice from a user standpoint? This feels like a lot. I call that a cookie. We could cookie it. I don't know how to do that. I've never done that in my life. I'll just be real with you. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I could learn. Yeah, local storage feels like the way to do that. Yeah. All right. So we can back this up in local storage later. Otherwise, we're just using JavaScript. Let's not get lost in the Twitter sauce and just build an app. Can we get applause for that? Come on. So when we do this, add sound URL done. Set sounds, blah, blah, blah. Index DB. Oh my God. You can stick JSON in it. Just watch the header size. Doesn't this feel over-engineered, though? Like, that seems really aggressive to also use a separate DB service just for this. I could Redis it or something because I have access to that. Oh, what is this? Indexed DB. I've never actually used this. Let me look at this. I'm kind of curious what this is. Over-engineered? No way. Just use KV. Definitely KV. Hey, this is a KV problem. Finally, a customer for KV. Finally. Instead of Postgres. What does this do? Is a low-level API for client-side storage of significant amounts of structured data, including files and blobs. Wow. Okay, so this is client-side. So this is local storage, but it's a database. Kind of cool. Good to know. Thanks for this. I actually never knew about this. That's cool. I'm glad browsers have this because I've seen SQL.js to bring SQL to the browser, but this seems like a better way to do it. And you can do it from web workers. Fantastic. This is good to know. So I think this example can fit in local storage without too much trouble, but that's cool. You can replicache one. Yeah. Oh, replicache uses. Ah, cool. I suggest digging a little deeper, as it can be a little slow. Yeah. I would definitely local storage until I hit a problem where it's too much to stringify. I actually want to grab individual keys instead of whole stringified entries. Like, there's a world where it's useful, but for our little dinky form, our dinky array of strings, it's probably, fine. So the button on click doesn't do anything anymore. It's actually just going to use on submit, which just feels beautiful. So now we get the URL. And this is where your fancy form library would probably simplify things a bit, but we'll keep it here for now. This is where your fancy form would do it. Pretty sure. Let's also add in one of these guys. Boom. And we'll map sounds to an LIS. Yeah, just do that for now. And I would like them to all be inputs too, so you could edit sounds after they're added. I don't know. Because I would like a way to update a sound. But let's start with just this. Oh no, we're losing syntax highlighting, which usually means we did something wrong. What did we do wrong? I don't think we did anything wrong. We just lost formatting. Oh my god, why? All right. So it needed confirmation that it could use Prettier. So I did reinstall Prettier. That's probably what's going on. So now if we add a sound. Okay, cool. Okay, that works. So we also want a way to edit existing sounds, I think. I would like that. And I also want to arrange them in a grid, in a really nice grid. So let's start with the grid, actually. I'd love to have that. So we have this UL this list, and we also have a form. But we want all of the elements to be their own thing, to be honest. Not even updating Arc. Arc always has updates. I can't keep up. Just use Laravel? Hey, that might be a way to do it. That might be a way. Laravel has been definitely on my radar. Another thing, you're supposed to add role list, I thought, when you remove bullets, but they did not. Okay, so I'm going to be a bit of a jerk, and I think I'm going to use paragraph elements because these are all going to be forms. These are actually all going to be forms. Yeah, these are miniature forms. 1 second. So let's go ahead and do it like this. So for now, it's just going to be a paragraph, but we'll make it a form later. Or, let's make it an input. Yes. Boom. Let's do it like that. Boom. Now they're inputs. Now they are inputs. I cannot change the value. Initial value? Wait. In HTML, you can do this. Default value. Okay. React is weird. I forgot about that. Okay. Cool. Astro React, HTMX or Laravel. I don't know either enough to say. And HTMX and Laravel are very, very, very different things. Remixed East. Okay. All right. This chat is going really well. And y'all can't see it if you're watching the playback, but this is my beautiful chat. HTMX or Laravel, my answer is use whatever makes you comfortable, I guess. Laravel is a fully featured framework, and HTMX is definitely bring your own framework. So if you already have one, I guess HTMX is the answer. If you have neither, use Astro. There you go. All right, so we have these inputs. I'm going to also make this a form because I want to have an update button. Something like that. Yeah. Cool. And it's a little ugly right now. It's very ugly, actually. But at some point, we're going to also use this. And we're going to update sound. So right now, they don't have IDs. So we're going to need to generate an ID for each sound. This is where maybe a database backup makes sense because then we can generate IDs to actually have them. But otherwise, you just got a billion sounds out in the ether, which isn't good either. All right. So we could generate an ID that gets thrown away when you persist it in the database. Could be. It could be an auto increment that we kind of invent ourselves. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. We could do it by index, which is always a scary thing to use. You should never use index as your key. For ejemplo. Let's think. All right, so one option, right? ID string URL string. To be honest, we could probably do it like this. Type of sound from lib schema infer insert. Yeah. Sound entry. There we go. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. And now we can say that these are these, right? We can say ID length, and we'll just persist it like that. And then we'll say URL. Why does that not work? I actually expected that to work. Jesus Christ. IDs are incompatible. Number is not a string. That's true. This will do for now. Oh my God, prettier. I don't agree with you, but okay. So this will create an ID and a URL. Each input is going to have a name that match. This is getting a little gross, but I think it'll work out. So this is just going to have the name ID. This is going to be s.url, right? Something like that. Form data.get. Oh man, so the named can't store information. This is getting very gross actually. Oh, but we have S. We have a closure over all this. So this isn't too bad. Okay, we have a closure. Silly me. So this is just URL. That's fine. Type of string. Update sound. Update sound. And then this is going to use the new URL, right? ID s.id. Done. And then we'll create an update sound function that takes in sound entry. And then that's going to do set sounds, existing sound, I guess, equals sounds.find. And we probably shouldn't use an array anymore. Yeah, we probably shouldn't use an array anymore. But oh well. s.id equals sound id. Simple. If not existing sound, return whatever. And then we will say set sounds. This is where a reducer might help or something like that. But whatever. This is going to be gross as heck. Oh, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be awful. This is going to be so terrible. Oh, no. Because, oh, no. Because we want to update an array item surgically. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. I hate it. I hate it so much. If we used a set, maybe we could do it. Or something like that. WTF, Ben? What happened? Do it, then fix it. Well, that's a fair point. I backed myself into a corner with a bad data model. Yeah, classic. So we have this list of IDs. Map object JSON. Yeah. Wait, what are you even saying? Wait, what are you doing? That feels very accusatory. You can do get on map. Yeah, I know, and it's unique. You're right. So storing as an array is just not treating us well. So we could do a record or a map. I think map is overhyped because it's slower than people think it is. Setting in a map is okay. But maps are always annoying to work with. They really are. So I'll at least give it a shot. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Hot take Monday. Yeah, you know how it is. So I saw the take on maps. I went all in on maps, and then I realized maybe I shouldn't go all in on maps, actually. It's just how it goes sometimes. I don't know. So you don't have to duplicate the whole map object to force an update. That's kind of dumb. I'm just going to say sounds.set at... Is there a size? Oh, I know there's a size. Yeah, I love that. Okay, maps are good for that. Size is nice. Is size a function, by the way? Yeah. Yeah. No. No, it's just a number. Nice. Okay. Const ID, sorry, is equal to that. And then we're just going to say set ID. And now we don't even need the object, to be honest. Yeah, because we're just going to insert a sound. So let's remove that. We don't need that complexity anymore. Let's just do it string to string, man. We'll do it like that. And then we'll grab the URL somewhere. Yeah, it's from the top. Perfect. So sounds.set that, return sounds. Simple. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is getting cleaner. So existing sounds is just going to be sounds.get. Sounds.get. Oh, we're going to need to actually pass in string URL. string. Okay. Sounds like an ID. If not existing sound, return. Yeah. And then we're going to say, actually, I could have just done it like this. I'm an idiot. So, yeah, I think it's the same. Oh my God, is add sound the same? I think so. Yeah. Oh my God. Same thing. Same exact function. You don't even need this. Jesus. So simple. Boom. Expected one argument, but got two. Oh, I see. Okay, so it is a little bit different. It is a little bit different. It's different enough that I'm going to make another function. Even though I don't have to. Right? Boom. But I'm going to do a check here. If not sounds.has ID. Ah. Just for my own debugging purposes. There we go. And now we can do it like this. So we can't do .map, but that's fine. So we could say... Can you just do entries? Yeah. Sounds dot entries dot map. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I hate... It's an iterator, but it's not mappable. It's just like, oh my God, dude, really? Get over yourself. Okay. So now we have this, and I'm not a fan of the nesting that we have going on, but that's React. So now it's just S. Rename it to that. Okay, cool. And oh my God, the ID. Wait, where's the ID? Oh, okay. So if we use entries, okay, perfect. So that gives you ID and URL. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Expected one argument, so got two. Sound. There we go. All right, better storage, better pizza, Papa John's. So now we have that, and then this is the create a new one, and that's that. Done. All right, that's not working. That doesn't work. Is it because it's not a duplicate? Iterator helpers. After parsing the convert, what's going on? Oh my God, is the chat telling me I did a billion things wrong? Wait, what? What? What's going on? What's going on? You can do it. Wait, what? You can do get on the map and it's unique. Yeah, I know. I refactored. Easy to go. Use this to convert the object before stringifying. What am I stringifying? I'm not stringifying anything. After parsing and convert back to map. What? Oh, you have to do that when you update in React? They're talking about Go. Okay, so we're just totally off track. Good, good, good. I was like, whoa. But is this true that I can't just set a value in a map and expect React to update? Does React just not update? Or did I write bad code? You provide a value prop to the form field without an on-change handler. Yeah, I did. This will render a read-only field. What? Where? Where? Where is it doing that? React doesn't do maps. Oh, no. Okay, so let's... my snippet. Where's my snippet? Oh, we're running out of time. I don't have a compelling Twitter video. Oh, now we have something. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why do we have it now? On hot refresh. It's not re-rendering. It does have a map of 2, but it doesn't even show them. Wait, what? Okay, so the answer is that is not working. All of this for a video. Not really. I'm trying to actually build something with Astro, just to see. Okay, so now we have sounds, right? But it doesn't do it. They're returning the same object from a set state. That won't cause an update. Blah, blah, blah. Why do I have to create these massive blobs for a Twitter video or TikTok, no less? Twitter. Only Twitter, probably. Wrap it in a new map. It's that simple? Okay. That's cool that you can do that. That feels wasteful. I know it is, and I've done this in React for a long time. I'm just more cognizant now. No, I don't mean next video. Okay, sick. Sick. Okay, and that does update as well. Perfect. Cool. So we could make it look more beautiful. Yes, of course. But we should also make new board editable. Cool. Okay. So now we have our map. Now we have our data storage, all that stuff. I'm not super proud of it, but it works. That's React. That's life. So now let's at least put them in a grid in order to make this kind of presentable. So I would also like to persist in local storage, you know? React, can't live with them, can't live without them. So we got fast refresh, right? Can we get a little look at fast refresh? Oh, no. Well, if I cause an error. Wait, the closing tag didn't update. Why? Okay, well, that's going to blow away your state. Understandably, it does. But let's see here. So we got a grid. Columns, 3. I don't know. Is that doing anything? Yeah, in each list item should have a key prop. You're a key prop. Key. Luckily, we have an ID. Okay, I think we have fast refresh because that is working. That's great. Yeah, look at that fast refresh, baby. Hey, React. Hey, Parasocial, look. We got fast refresh. Pretty good. No quotes on ID. Oh, what did I do? Oh, you're right. Oh, my God. Thank you for that. QGP is dead. I did warn you on that call all those months ago that Astro's job is to remove the need for such a thing. The goal is to make Astro a little bit better. But I'm glad your project existed for those that needed it. And they still can use it if they can't upgrade to 3.0 for whatever reason. I don't know why, but maybe you got a reason. But why is my grid not gridding? I've never made a CSS grid with Tailwind. I haven't done it before. No, that just is... Wait, what? That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay, there we go. And then gap 3 or whatever. Cool. And then we want each individual item to have its own kind of style. So this is where subgrid would be. Oh my God, I hate class names so much. God, I hate it. I have such a visceral just... Class name? Makes me upset. It just makes me upset. Man, it just hurts. So we do have variants. Let's take a look at a few of the variants. So we got default, destructive, ghost, link, outline, secondary. Let's start with secondary. Kind of cool. outline is probably going to be what I think. It looks like an input now. That's good to know. Yeah, I think secondary kind of looks good. Yeah, that's a vibe. I like that. I'm into that. And I might put it on the ad as well. Gap 2. Cool. And this is where I kind of want a helper form thing just to make them styled correctly. I feel like it needs to be a box, like a card. And I did see that for whatever reason, ShadCN has cards as a thing, as like a component. That feels very Material UI of them. But they do, yeah, like this. It literally looks like a Vercel thing. I'm literally building a Vercel UI. Oh, I need to add some personality to this. But it is a good default. So you can get a card header like that. I'm not going to use a card header, I guess. You can have stuff, and you can have a footer. It doesn't really show you which parts of these are the footer. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have card content. The footer's where the buttons go. Makes sense to me. So the URL is there. Vercel is daddy. Truly, Vercel is daddy. What if it was purple? I made it red. Just for funsies. And I don't think that's actually working, by the way. Because none of this stuff is red. If I make it primary, shouldn't it be red? It's not red. Wait, that's actually not the name of it. Default, destructive, ghost link, outline, secondary. Okay, ghost is what I expected. But what about destructive? What does that do? Well, that makes sense. The default is white. Okay. So I don't think you make buttons your primary color. I think you use other stuff for your primary color. I don't know what. I'd like a colorful purple button right about now. I'm in the mood for a purple button. But I'm not allowed to have it. Everything is just white-walled. I don't know the difference between New York and default for these, but oh, New York makes it a little squooshed. Just a little squoosh. There's also no way to change the variant from there. Primary, secondary, destructive. Yeah, so the buttons don't have color. All right. Chill enough. That's an opinion. You can have your opinions. Let's stay... No. Settle down. Let's get a little bit better about this. Okay. So we have our cards. We could use a card background. Have a little fun with it. Let's ShadCN it up. Let's ShadCN it. Let's get a card on the page. Let's go. Yeah, install those depths. All right, cool. So we have a card now. So we could place this form inside of our card. Like that. Oh my god, it exposes so many things. So first, let's just see what that does. It puts it inside of a card. It truly did add a border for 1,000 lines of JSX. It truly did do the thing. Okay, so that creates card content. I get that. You could add a card header if you wanted to. There are going to be names for these, though. So we are going to have names for your sounds. And we're going to have emojis for your sounds. So it stands to reason. Oh, this is 100%, by the way. This is very tiny. This is a very tiny UI. Huh. I didn't think it would be that small. But it's small. So we could place it inside of this little card. We could create a card header and put the thing in it. Let's give it a look. Could make a card header like that. And we could say H2, and it would be my sound or whatever, you know. And then that would look like this, and you could change the emoji perhaps. That kind of thing. It's not terrible. Yeah, so it'll look like that on a regular screen. That's a good looking UI, actually. I'm chill with that. I was hoping the card would have a background, though, because I noticed that you could do that. So does card have any props on it? Oh, it's got forward and exotic and all these things. Jesus. But can we at least take a look at that? So we got class name, props, refs are scary, but yeah, all right. Well, I don't know what display name is, by the way. A little scared by that. So I'm gonna go with it, I think. But when I was looking at the themes page, you see these panels? These panels look good. I want these panels. How do I get these panels, man? Because it's got a background to it, and it's got a warm tint. This is very cold. Yeah, what's up with that? How do I get that? How do I do that? Okay, I think it's actually when you use rose, you get a warm background on your cards. I like that a lot. For whatever reason, it didn't copy this theme, though. So let me see here. Where do you copy the theme? This is the theme I want. Where's the copy button? Wasn't it just here? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Whew. So if we head back to globals, there should be a way to just paste it in, right? Just paste it. I don't know if we need this as well. Let's just paste this for now. That might be dangerous. We can bring it back. Oh, there we are. Yay! Okay, so we have a UI now, and it's got way more personality. Sick. Okay, way better. Way better. But I think we also need that. I think we need both. I'm pretty sure we also need that. So this applies to border. You don't want to go without a border. That would be really dangerous. But I also don't know why dark mode disappeared when we did that. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Hang on. So if we go back to globals, we do still have dark mode. So this is where we ran into trouble last time, where we can't use a dark class anymore. So these are applying. These are working. Totally fine. But this part right here is not working. It's not recognizing that .dark is a class. We ran into this last time because we were using some stuff. Yeah, so we added the dark class, but it doesn't work. Even though it did work last time. Weird. So I'm going to do it like this. Yeah, and then that works. I don't get it. I really don't get it. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Because base is not applying. That's what that means. Always use media mode in Tailwind. What does media mode mean? It could be an issue with just restarting the dev server and then it'll be back. Yeah, let's try that. Because this specific thing is weird to do. All right, for cell dev, get it going. Get it going. No, still doesn't work, man. I don't know. Because when I did a demo project this weekend, because I was trying to make sure this all works, it didn't have this problem. So I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm a little sus. I'm very sus, actually. I don't know what's up with that. But let's move on for now. Oh my god, 6:13 my time. Ooh, look at that. That's actually really nice. Bloop, 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 bloop. So it should reset the form. And it should also have a card around the form. Right? And we can probably componentize this so we don't have to copy paste it. I'm going to do that. All right. So we're going to have the form card right here. And it's going to have some props. So how do you do this in React? In Solid, it is so easy. In React, it's not. So I want to accept all form props. How do I do that? I do not know. There should be an example in the shad. Yeah, so you can do, well, screw your forward ref. We don't need that. But we should be able to do it like this. Yeah, extends. Yeah, this garbage is mostly what we need. The form card props. Extends. Oh my god. Form HTML attributes. But then you also have to pass this for no good reason. And then we got variant props. Oh, we don't need any of those. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I think that's all we need actually. Extends, yeah. And let's see if we need anything else. So I think we want the name, right? Or the title. Or is it name? Name. String. But the name is also going to be an input. Everything's an input because it's all custom. Nuts. Yeah, so we're gonna have this detached input that's not inside of the form. Well, I think the form can wrap around all these divs and we'll be okay. Yeah, I think so. And we can use Tailwind classes to make the input text bigger. Yeah, we could do that. We could totally do that. Totally do that. Okay, so we're going to copy this guy. We're going to return it from here, like so. I think the ID is going to come into us, right? So actually, no, it doesn't even matter. So we can just do this. We can say props, form card props, whatever. And then we can spread them on there. Props, boom. And yeah, on submit is going to be passed in. But this other stuff is provided. So sadly, I think we're going to detach some stuff. But okay, let me author it the way I have it, and then we can refactor from there. All right. So we have that now. Card content, card. That's good. And now we have the input. Ooh, this is where things get a little funny. So I think this is just going to be children, so we can have opinions about this. All right. Extends that. Name, string. Oh, I don't think we want to pass in the name, actually. Children. I'm told this works in like 90% of cases. So that should work. Props.children. In fact, I heard you could spread children onto form and it'll just do it. Weird thing, but I think that'll work. So now the last thing to do is to use the form card, right? And the children are going to be these guys. Cool. And stop screaming at me. We're getting there. And then we want these things to go on the form card. Yeah. These squiggles make it so hard to tell if I'm doing this right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think we did it. Oh my god, did the hot reload just do all of that? Absolutely no shot. Oh my god, fast refresh is amazing. I feel like George Bush when he said, wow, Brazil is big. Wow, fast refresh is good. What? Sick. That was good. That was impressive. Really impressed with that. Holy. How did it figure that out? Did it figure it out? Yeah, it did. How did it figure out through all those refactors to preserve all of this? How did it know? How did it know? I'm freaked out. I think it's because these children were the same and we just changed the wrapper. That's probably why. But still. Dang, that's cool. That's so cool. That is so cool. I love that. All right, so now we're going to destructure it. We're going to destructure it because we want to hoist the form up so that way we can make more inputs within the card itself. This is a bit risque, but we're going to do it. So we're going to hoist this up. We're going to put children inside of here. Okay, and that, it's still fast refresh is figuring it out. Kind of crazy. And in here, well, we can just put this, all right? Flex, yeah, all this. Yeah, this actually goes here, man. This actually goes here. Boom. Fast I didn't have to re-input the form, and oh my god. That is so good. It's so good. It's too powerful. It's too powerful. My god. That is so powerful. And this red looks like Pinterest, but hey, it looks good. Okay, so now we've hoisted the form, and we should have a unique key prop now, but because of fast refresh, we actually don't know if it's the same error. So, okay, we don't have the key, but I think we deleted... No, we have the key. Is key not being spread properly? I don't know. We're going to move on. We could refresh, but then we'd lose our state. So let's just continue on. That's a terrible reason to keep going, but whatever. So we have the form card right here. We no longer need this. On submit gets hoisted up. And the inputs get passed in. Simple, simple, simple. Done. Now it says my sound, and it looks like a card. Cool. Yeah, so it looks like the input is moving, but in fact, it is just creating a new entry. And this should reset the inputs. It should definitely reset on submit. We should do that, actually. Couldn't you use key to reset it in a really jerry-rigged kind of way? I'm pretty sure you can. It's kind of funny. Yeah, we could, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to call form.reset. I think you can... No. It doesn't know that it's a form. But I'm pretty sure you can do this. Oh, shut up with that. What the heck is that? Oh my god, it works. Hey! Yeah, dude! Yeah! Yeah! Current target? Okay, I've seen that in React before. Sometimes you need that. Oh, so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I'm wondering if this form input though should be like a big input that's aligned to the bottom of the page. So you're kind of just shooting forms up instead of the form being annoying. React is good. I think fast refresh is the real hero here. React itself is all right, but hey, the VOD engineers, they nailed it. This is coming along. It is honestly coming along. And shout out to Shad CN because it made this look pretty professional without a lot of effort. You know, I'm kind of impressed. So we have all these forms, they're in client state, but they're not sent to the endpoint. That's kind of the last piece. So let's, even though I've been going for 3 hours, I'm going to do it because I think it'll be pretty quick. So the first thing we need is a button. And we're not going to use a form for this. We're just going to use a regular old on click. Create board. I was about to say create my board, but that sounds like 2000s web. Party. Okay, so I think we're going to put it up top for now. We're still figuring out how this UI works and looks. We'll get there. But yeah, let me just put it here. We could even do a 0.js version of the create board that crawls that wraps the whole thing in a form and gets really creative. I don't know. Fast refresh can work like this because React is good. It's true, but we can also admit that every framework is good. Right? I mean, Svelte fast refresh is awesome. Solid fast refresh is great. But I will admit, like the children thing that we ran into, I'm not even sure Solid would have gotten that. I think React, because it has that tree, it really nails it. I'll still really hate it in private. Hey, I'll hate on it in public. I don't hate it as a framework because, no, I just don't hate it. I don't at all. No, sorry, only React is good. Yeah. Only React is good. Well, no, hang on, no. You almost made me slip. Okay, so now we have a create board thing. The state is still here, by the way. We never had to make new data. Oh, so cool. All right, so on click, we're just going to make a API call, right? And this is where we throw an error and break our fast refresh, right? This is how it happens. This is how it ends. So we lost our fetch call, but that's okay. We can make another one. So we're going to fetch API boards new. Boards. Yeah, that's it. And we're going to do it like this. I'm debating singular versus plural. I still am. What is redirect? Oh, I don't know where it's. I think that's coming from Node, actually. There's no Astro redirect inside of React. Astro Boy Stack. Is this the most hype stack? This is hype. This is a hype stack. It's him. It's Astro Boy. Isn't that a superhero? Or at least like an ad or something? Method. Post. Body. JSON stringify. So we have our entries. Is this good enough to just use? Wait, how do you do it again? Is this it? Is this how you do it? I think that's how you do it. I think that's how you do it. I remember, Nicola, didn't you send this a long time ago? I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to hope. Const res. And console log that. Oh, God. Console log. I did, but use my helper. Why? I'm not installing a helper. Where? Because it's not deep. What? It's not a deep. Well, why do you need that? I don't know. I don't understand. Add content type application? I think it infers the content type when you use fetch. Because it inferred form data, so it should inform this. I think it'll infer the content type. I'm pretty sure it does. Because it inferred form data. But maybe it doesn't infer JSON, actually. Oh, you're right, because it's stringified. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. It doesn't. Totally. Another reason to use form data, by the way. Form data is kind of sick. Form data is awesome. Shout out to form data. It's not a deep object. We don't have a deep object. Well, okay, we're about to have a deep object. We're about to have one. That's true. So let's just keep it like this. Content. Oh, and Copilot hasn't been helping us this whole time, by the way. I re-enabled it, and I think I have to restart my IDE. This whole time we built a website without Copilot, and we were still fast. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm a good coder. I'm a good programmer. But it's funny, we never noticed. I never noticed. Anyways. Because this is where I expected Copilot to just come in and type it for me. So no problem with from entries unless you have files in your form. Yep. That's the classic reason people say, oh, you can't typecast form data like this, like here, where I'm like, oh, form data from the target, please do it. And it's like, oh, no, you can't do that. So whatever. So anyways, we're doing a submit. We're console logging the result to make sure the status is good. In fact, we'll just log the status. That's all I care about. And now we'll go to boards new and update it to accept JSON. So now we'll do this instead. And now we don't need object from entries. Instead, we just pass it in. And yeah, we'll do a new response with just the body. board entries is what that should be. Yeah, cool. Okay. Interesting that refreshed the page at all. I don't even know why that would refresh the page, to be honest. But whatever. Cool. So we created a board. And the front end should tell us something. Oh no. Required. You're required. Oh, that makes sense. Our payload's completely wrong now. So instead, we should have it be the right shape. I think we want a record with a string URL inside of it. Right? And that's it. That's all we need. All right. Res 200. Hey! Okay. So I think we're good. The real test is to actually create a database entry. I'm going to use the bathroom, and then we'll see if we can make a database entry in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're back. Pretty Fern, thank you. We love him. He's a good man. So let's make a thing. So we have our request JSON. We have our board entries. And all we have to do is pass it to the database. Put your name on the whiteboard. Dude, I'm just trying to get things done. God dang it. Well, you did pay your dues. And you get to be in red marker because I grabbed the wrong one. Our guy. Did I misspell? No. You are a king today. Come on, focus. There you are. There you are. My favorite color. I'm glad. I like red too. You're welcome. Okay, so now... Whew. I just realized I'm lightheaded from projecting my voice so much. It just hit me. Now that I like walked away and came back, I'm like, oh shoot. We gotta be done. We gotta be done. But no, I do at least want to try this. I want to try this because if we can save to a database, that would be so cool. That would be amazing. Is it gonna work? I don't know. We didn't even try this yet. So if we do db.insert, let's just insert the first entry just to be sure of this. Object.entries, board entries at 0, right? And that would just give you first ID add. I just want to see if I can insert one entry, right? Insert sound. Values. Well, I should probably insert a board first. Insert board. Values. Well, ID is optional because that's generated. Or is it generated? I don't think it is. Oh, man. I don't think the UUID is generated. I think I'm an idiot. That's a UUID, right? Crap. Okay, so I think in SQL you can just do it. Let me think. Is there a name? Oh my god, did we even add a name to the board? We didn't even add a name to the board. Oh god, well we gotta update that. Postgres, UUID, function. Yeah, this. Oh no. Even capable of being interested, but to generate a UUID value, so just to establish default value in a column, you need to use a Postgres extension or plugin. Many builds or distros have it. Oh god, well I don't control my own deploy of Postgres, and I don't want to deal with plugins. So let me see if Drizzle has discussed this before, because I know they have custom types. Their docs really don't link well. Drizzle docs, take me there first, then we'll talk. We will look for cool. Everything is a string. I mean varchar. Exactly. Oh wow, look at this. Default value. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There it is. Default random. Hey! It's a cool emote. Yeah. And if anyone else wants to send that colorful 100, you can subscribe to the Twitch. $5 a month. I'm going to lose my voice by like day 2. Let's go back. Oh, can you just wait? I can call this though. I don't have to update my schema. So let's just keep it simple. ID SQL, yeah, and get random UUID. I don't know if this is going to work, but we can at least try it. So that's going to create a board. And then we're going to create a sound. And we're going to do the same thing for the ID. And we don't have a name. We just have a URL, which is fine. And we should be able to map it back to a board ID. This is the board ID right here. So what does this give you, by the way? Gives you a query result of type never. Well, I'm never using that. This will be the board ID. Well, wait, that's not actually the board ID. Oh, how do you get the ID of the thing you just made? I'll keep my 5. Rude. No thanks. Wow. Wow. You see, you don't have to say that. You can just silently not do it. Dang, people get a little fired up. Whoo. All right. You can keep your 5. Hey, come by tomorrow. Maybe I can convince you. Maybe I can convince you to come back around. You're a first-time chatter, so hey. You know, we're trying. We're trying out here. Okay, so I don't think I'm... I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because I want to know, how do you get the value of what was just... I'll follow you. All right, well, thank you. Thank you for taking a chance on me. We appreciate that. We really do. Situ pinging out. Yep. Right there. Oh my god, focus. Focus on the pinky. It's real. Thank you. I needed that. So, I don't know. Oh, you do returning. Yeah, there we go. Boop. What does that give you? Yeah. So, it knows I'm just doing 1, which is a bit annoying. Oh, and you can do a partial return. That's great. I love that. All right. So we're not doing any error checks. We're just going hog wild. And it gives you created at too, which is awesome. So we can do that, or sorry, this is the board ID, actually. So that's the board ID. And the URL is going to be this. And we'll generate these. But this is a way to manually do it according to them. But it sounds like I might need a plugin, so this could break in Vercel. We don't know yet. The only way to know is to try. So we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna console log result. We're gonna say adding, right? And then when we're done, we're done. We will have persisted the board. And that should redirect you to the URL of whatever board you created. So this will create a board with an ID. We'll create an index route that gets all the... Yeah, this is going to work. This is going to work really well. But, oh my God, I'm too excited. I need to stop the stream at some point. But this is going really well. I know where to go next after this. But we'll just keep it simple for now. So I think in the response, we're going to return board ID right there. res0.id. We're going to return that. And that's going to be where you redirect. Right? Pretty cool. So now we add an example. This is the maiden voyage. I expect a failure. Okay. Okay, that is very expected. That's very expected. Totally fine. So I'm curious where they came up with that. Yeah. Yeah, we can also do this because we don't have an option. Tailwind is just current gen CSS. Got him, I think. I don't know. Let's use a UUID library in JavaScript. All right, we're hoisting to the business logic. We're going straight to the top. Straight to the business logic. Right there. Right on up there. What kind of UUID do we want? I don't know. Last time I checked, V4 is the way to go. So we're going to do that. V5 is some other standard that you don't really need. All right, so we have UUID, but it probably doesn't have types. Yep. ID types UUID. That is a good thing. It says user-controlled primary key alert. It's not user-controlled. That's not user-controlled at all. No. So, heck, it's so funny. So, it's back-end controlled, all right? The user has no control over this. If the user is me, then yes. I'm hackable right now. All right, so we're going to make a UUID V4, whatever. So that's going to make a board ID. We're going to insert at that. We don't really care about these IDs. They're kind of throwaways. And then these are just board ID. Beautiful. So simple. And we're going to do it a little different. Just create it on the client and send it to the payload. Good point. Yeah, we want it to be user customized IDs. 100%. We do want to name the board, but not the ID. UID doesn't need library or does not have JavaScript crypto thing. I could use crypto, but I know there's a bit more involved. That does not seem to work. So I did get random ID. That wasn't there. UUID, it depends on your Postgres. According to a Stack Overflow page, you need a Postgres plugin to have a UUID generator. We can try this. Perhaps it'll work. Let's first try this one, just to make sure of it. And then we'll try that idea. Right? All right. Let's open it up. Cool. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. All right, so that created an entry. And we can go back to our long-running Vercel table that is gone now. I closed tabs way too aggressively. Dang it, I lost it. I have to go back to my Vercel account. Oh my god, what project is it? Where's my project? I have so many projects. All right, there we are. Storage. There he is. I like that it hides that so I don't get doxxed. Browse a table. Board. Oh, lovely. Sound. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's how we do it. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, so we did that. Oh my god, I'm just going to finish the job. So it gives you an ID. And I think that's going to be... Oh, what is that ID? Oh, that's just the stupid ID. Yeah, we don't even care about that one. Delete that. We don't need that. And we don't care about the result anymore. Because now we generate it ourselves. But we're going to probably refactor that at some point. We don't need that. So let's jump over to an Astro file, right? New Astro. Boards. ID.astro. And then this is a real simple const ID is equal to astro.params. Cool. Yeah, it says or undefined, even though it couldn't be. That's something Astro could use a little type gen for, to be honest. And then we could say entry is equal to await db dot select from board where come on, equal, oh, help me out. Drizzle, oh god. Yeah, we do need to try your suggestion, though. I'm sorry, I forgot. I honestly just forgot. I'm getting delirious, man. I'm getting delirious out here. Oh, sorry. Board.id. Yeah, that'll do. Wait, why not? There you go. All right. So that's the entry. Cool. Oh, now you autocomplete. Well, that's good. H1 entry dot. I'm literally just going to log the dang ID. And how do you get first, by the way? No. Is there a take first? Is that an option? Is there a select first? Select distinct, but we don't care about distinct. There we go. I'm entering Zen mode. All right. Entry.id. Just log it out. And we could get the sounds, but for now, I'm just making sure this works. So we can do the ID. That works. We have the board. That works. So the last thing to do on the new page, sorry, form, side of here, we get the result. Oh man, where is it? There it is. It's not equal to 200. Just return for now. To do error banner. And we're just going to it's literally just window.location. I don't care. Is equal to dot path name is equal to board slash and then and that's unsafe, but I don't care. Okay, so that's like pseudocode, just get the thing working. That's what we want. So if I upload another sound and I create a board, okay, it redirects there. We do get the JSON back, but we don't get this because it's supposed to be like that. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Invalid syntax type for UUID. That is a really interesting error. Okay, good to know about that. So now we're going to do it like this. Oops.com. Create board. Yeah! End to end, baby! Let's go! That's it! That's the flow! Hey! Oh my god. Sick! Sick! Oh, I love it. And I don't even think it did a page refresh. Maybe it did, but who cares? It's not even slow. It's fast. Okay, we did it. Okay, y'all, stop celebrating by asking me to do things. All right. Pinky up. And you can see my lighting is getting a little bit more peachy. Matches the red of the website. Because the sun's going down. It's very rainy over here. But let me put whose name on the board? Charlie does? Let me put you on. Yeah, dude. You're on the board. You are on the board. All right. So I'm going to take a dinner break before recording that Twitter video. Because this has been a lot. Tomorrow, we're definitely streaming less time. Because I'm worried I'm going to shoot my voice out. Like, I'm genuinely a little worried about that. So let's be smart. Deps, React, slot, UUID. All right, we have our button, we have our card, we have, DB, board item, sound. Let's just update that. We have our new page, which now accepts JSON. We have our ID, which is very jerry-rigged. We probably have many to-dos to address at some point. I like that we refactored this. It looks great. Our globals, yeah. Feet, Rosie styles, yeah. Feet and to end. Board creation. Who says Astro can't do apps? Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? We're here to prove them wrong. That's all we're here to do. That's all we're here to do, baby. Okay. I'm feeling great about this. And we could even do a Vercel deploy right now. In fact, I think it's been deploying this whole time. So if this is like a Steve Jobs moment, and the whole time this thing was deployed to production. The whole time. So if we go back to deployments, oh no. Well. Oh wow, this is a really weird error actually. Symlink. File already exists. Oh, Jesus. What is this? I'm just going to redeploy that. Yikes. You've been waiting for Astro to do apps. What have you been waiting for specifically? Did you need just like a compelling demo? A production site? Proof that it can be done? Or are there patterns that you're missing? Because we are going to try to do authentication at some point. Oh, no. What does this mean? Gross. Why are you doing this? Why is Vercel building like this? So we have a really unfun error that's breaking everything. A really, really unfun error for Vercel serverless. Delete cache? Okay, yeah. How do you do that? Wait, where's redeploying clear cache? I'm used to that from Netlify. Where's that in here? I don't know where to delete that, actually. You can delete. I don't want to delete, I don't think. Doesn't seem right. I have no idea. Yeah, the Vercel build API is breaking us. What a shame. Man. Oh, we're not on production. Oh, God. I'm way too exhausted to figure that out, so we're not going to. But we do at least have a repo. So if you want to see these tools in action, yeah, here's your repo. Here you go. See my earlier answer. Was there an earlier answer? Where is it? HP Enterprise. Heck yeah. Few missing patterns most immediately would be SPA because of infra stuff we're doing. Okay. I mean, you could totally do a SPA. I mean, I've worked on a project with React Router and Astro, and it was quite great. Right now, I'm trying to prove that view transitions can replace the need for full-on SPAs for this kind of thing. That's my goal, is to kind of prove that out. I'm thinking even that you can, like, I don't know. With soundboards, it's hard to think about, like, nested layouts and persistent components because there aren't that many. But we'll try to find a pocket where we can show persistent components and nested layouts. We'll find a pocket for that. Don't know where it'll be yet, but I definitely want to show that off. Oh, thanks for the... Oh, I accidentally uploaded that. Sorry. Yeah, this is the actual link. Sorry. I copied the Git clone, but you can use that too. And of course, it's just a basic README, but you'll need to run Vercel dev, I think, in order for the Postgres part to work, and you'll need to set up a Vercel account, blah, 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 in order to debug. Sorry. That's how databases work, though, so what are you going to do? Clone this, nerds. We're doing Astro. Yes. All right. I'm done. I'm going to go enjoy a nice dinner and probably stream a lot less time next time. This was lovely. Y'all helped me out along the way. I'm pleasantly surprised with a lot of the tools we're using. Genuinely happy. Genuinely enjoying the Chad stack. And yeah. Bon appetit. Thank you, sir. And we had a good amount of viewers. Always a good feeling. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Day 2. Tomorrow is day 2. So same time tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Drop a follow, and we'll be live for day 2. All right, see ya.